So imagine this. This is Victoria. She is a 35-year-old female, lives alone, and has been working as a nurse practitioner for 9 years. She is a model citizen, good at her job, and is a respected member of her community. In fact, many of her co-workers have tried to set her up on dates with good-natured men that have taken an interest in her, but she has always refused. She tells them that being in a relationship would detract the impact she wants to make on the world. This just convinces them even more about her good heart. Then, one late night in October, as auburn leaves slowly fall off of trees in her yard, Victoria gets startled awake. A pulsating hum comes from out her window, like the sound of a giant microwave. She looks out into her backyard and stares in awe at a glowing green light and instinctively thinks of moths gathering around a street lamp. She walks to her back door, opens it up, and walks toward the mysterious glow. Suddenly, and without warning, an unearthly figure appears, silhouetted by the light. She's about to scream, but relaxes when the figure puts a finger over its mouth and then reaches out its hand. She takes it out of pure curiosity, and in the next moment, like no time had passed at all, she finds herself inside a spaceship standing in front of an alien. It is small, has twice as many limbs as her, but perplexingly starts speaking English. It tells her that it traveled to Earth in search of the most pure human being to grant alien technology to do with as they pleased. It tells her that that person is her, and she now has a very important decision to make, and she must do so with care. That she can pick between 5 different technologies to better her world. Option 1, interstellar spaceship technology to travel between planets beyond Earth. Option 2, weapons technology to dominate any enemies she deems a threat. Option 3, medical technology to treat and cure any human disease. Option 4, universal energy technology to provide unlimited renewable energy for every human on the planet. Option 5, mind control technology to influence any other human to her will. This opportunity will only be provided once, the alien tells her, and that he trusts her judgment since it has deemed her as the most pure. Victoria is dumbfounded, accepts her situation as true, and pinches herself to make sure that she is not hallucinating. This was all happening too quickly. Going over her options with great care, she naturally chooses option 3, the ability to treat and cure any human disease. She would be able to save so many lives. She knew this could be her only choice. The alien bows and produces a thick textbook and explains to her that it contains all the blueprints to treat any human ailment and how to build any necessary components to facilitate the process. Then Victoria's eyes widen as somehow the alien telepathically imbues the information also straight into her brain. The rush is greater than any drug on Earth. Back in her backyard and alone again, with only the textbook as evidence to her encounter, she feels as though she will never be able to sleep again. Over the next few years, Victoria spreads her knowledge across the globe, building hospitals, universities, pharma companies, and outreach programs to treat everything from cancer to Alzheimer's, strokes to massive physical injury, all the while keeping the textbook and her encounter a secret. She feels the world would be better off not knowing where it came from. Not that humans couldn't handle it, but that the knowledge itself would cause conflict. The Nobel Peace Prize and other honorable worldwide recognitions quickly comes her way. She is flattered, but brushes it off and continues her work. By 70, she does it. She cures the entire world of every fatal disease known to man, and lifespan rockets past 100. Victoria feels not pride, but relief. knowing that she was able to utilize the alien technology to better her own people on her own planet. She was rich initially, the richest person on Earth in fact, but donated 99.9% of her wealth to philanthropic causes. But on her 89th birthday, she gets to see something spectacular. Unbeknownst to her, war had been brewing. It started off with one nuke, then dozens of dozens. War spirals out of control, encompassing the whole planet. In an ironic twist of fate, the last bomb drops less than a mile away from Victoria, and the last thought she has before dying is, "Did I make the right choice?" Earth fades to black. So what would you do if you were put in Victoria's shoes? Which of these technologies would be the best choice for humans to have? And is there any human pure enough to wield it? Should Victoria have picked weapons technology to stop any war before it started? Should she have picked interstellar space technology so some humans could have left Earth? Or is it just a coincidence that things ended the way they did for Victoria? Situations like these are interesting to think about because it makes one think about where humans are headed and what our destiny is on this earthly plane. The fact that aliens chose Victoria for her pure heart is a good thing, but could it have also been naive? If she had the foresight, perhaps she could have prevented the outcome. To blame her for the end of the world in this scenario wouldn't be entirely right either. Not all is doom and gloom though, like Hollywood might have you believe. At least, not in my opinion. Since there is good in all of us, there is always a possibility for a good and positive outcome for our future. I could have also envisioned several positive outcomes for this scenario. Perhaps curing all disease would be a motivating factor to bring humanity together, instead of making people able-bodied longer as an excuse for governments to draft more people into war and at older ages. So which of the 5 alien technologies would you choose if you and you alone had the choice? What would the world look like, and how would you shape it? For better or for worse? Would you be excited by this technology or burdened by it?